What is up, everyone? The Toy Mantis is back with a new toy video today. If in case you haven't heard already, Rancor didn't get back. It didn't make the numbers it needed to, even though a lot of people were waiting till last minute, as always. Now, looking back at it, though, and seeing what they were going to make, which was close to $3 million from the supposed sales that they were going to have. But the fact of the number that they turned it down was being so close was, let's just say 500 backers. They were at $175,000 that away from being able to complete. Now, from all the other past successful projects that have funded over 200%, 300%, you would think Hasbro would be like, you know what, we got the money, let's just do it, we can make it, and we'll still profit off this. Because clearly they would have if they didn't have to make all those terrible tiers, and then they wouldn't have to worry about box for the Keeper, obviously just for Rancor. I mean, it was definitely doable, but everything that didn't work out is simply because of Hasbro's fault. This all has to do with nothing but Hasbro. And if you're someone who wants to say, well, it's the collectors, they weren't into what we brought to the table, it's like Rancor wasn't the issue. And neither is the Keeper. He was the one thing that was bringing people back. But this thing, for sure, this failure answers one thing to all those collectors that keep going on this debate. And the debate is do tiers matter? And yes, they do. And Hasbro came to that realization today that tiers actually do matter. And if you want to make the product and sell it, you might as well just do the ones that people are actually asking for and not trying to surprise them. This is a blessing in disguise, and you shouldn't be worried, because us Star Wars fans, we need to make sure Hasbro knows that people actually do want Rancor, but we want to see it with things we actually want. And there's this whole like, oh, well, we'll reveal what those things could be. There's no point to it. I mean, why is Hasbro throwing money at their employees, wasting time during their own day when they have their own personal skills, and just to reveal and tell us what it is, when they could have just flat out put all the information and say, see you in 45 days. Hasbro really, really wanted to fail, because they started 3 projects at the same time, one of which is extremely successful and already about to be like fully backed with all the tiers. I'm not a prop guy, and I'm not enough for Ghostbusters. I mean, that's just me. But and I'm not really much in G.I. Joe, at least not on that scale. All these projects, random across, but Hasbro shot all these projects, and they wanted to expect that all these collectors, some don't intertwine, but there's people that do, and people have to make a choice, and Hasbro totally skipped that step, is that people have to make decisions into what they can get and not. And Rancor was something that clearly Hasbro messed up spectacularly on. There a lot of people are with the paint issues. I know I didn't put it in my videos. I've had it before, but I always cut it out. But there was paint issues with Rancor. So, what I hope that Hasbro is going to do about this is that they can reboot the Rancor, basically get another shot at it, scrape all the tiers off the table, like just get rid of that. They can make the Keeper also immediately with him. Ula should be tier 1. If they really must, the Bones. Or they can throw that in right away with Rancor and switch it however they want. But they need to think about how this thing should be made. And get everything right. Get the paint right. Get Ula in there. Now, Hasbro Pulse made their post this morning, and then they said, we're sorry to say the Star Wars The Black Series Rancor HasLab project did not reach its minimum backing goal. This is what the HasLab platform is all about. Bringing our fans together and allowing you to decide, and these dream projects ultimately get developed. We want to thank the fans who showed their support and backed this project, and those who shared their passion throughout the campaign. We look forward to bringing you more dream concepts in the future. Now, from reading all of that, it sounds like Hasbro hasn't learned their lesson, and that they say everything was based off of everyone else's issues, and this is why we listen to the fans. And for those who are passionate, we'll make sure we can give you that dream product. Now, I don't know if they're actually referring to the people who talked trash about it or who praised it, which are like the 5 people, because believe it or not, those are the people that Hasbro likes to only listen to. Now, if they did listen to the people who gave them the ultimate criticisms, Star Wars The Black Series would be the best toy line ever. So I thought that, what if the Rancor started after the Boba Fett series came out? Because Boba Fett's going to be in the same setting. He's going to be near where the Rancor was. I mean, he could potentially run into the Keeper. It's only about 5 to 10 years after Return of the Jedi at this point. And, you know, there's going to be some sort of common people around. I mean, it's Tatooine. It's a deserted planet unless the dude's dead. But you could have potentially seen, obviously, be a new actor, but you could see the Keeper come back. And he could have a total different Rancor and just be there. I mean, obviously it would look different, I imagine. But you get the idea. If people saw that, that would make them want Rancor even more. Yeah, and also, the tier ideas. Let's say if there's something that does happen and people can see it, maybe people would be like, oh, I want to see this person as a tier, or this object, or whatever the case may be. There's potential there. There clearly is, and, you know, I mean, obviously I'm not saying Rancor is going to, a Rancor is going to show up on, you know, the Boba Fett series. I'm not saying anything like that, but I'm just speculating here, and I'm just thinking how much Hasbro has to be kicking themselves because they decided to put this project before the show came out. Whether Hasbro really wanted to make this or not, they shouldn't be looking at fans that they don't want this item. That's not the case whatsoever. The case is Hasbro is terrible at making business decisions. And they've definitely lost touch base with their fans. There's nothing there. They literally think they know what they're doing, but they don't. They're not engaging enough. They're not trying to figure out what is it that people are actually looking forward to. I mean, watch the Rancor scene. You would have been able to be like, okay, we could throw in Ula right there, okay, this character there, and then they would have had a perfect character selection from the get-go. And Luke, they screwed up there. Packaging was stupid. Like, no one cared for that. No Black Series collector, I think, cared for those coins. But, you know, when you see Luke getting re-released in 2 years from now because of Return of the Jedi, which is going to happen because, you know, it's Hasbro and it's Luke Skywalker, and that's just on a repeat forever for getting Luke Skywalker figures. We will always be seeing something, I think, with Luke, with all of his, you know, suits or whatever. I mean, this would be the ultimate Luke Skywalker, but like I said, they mentioned that packaging was exclusive, so they already had the intent he wasn't going to make it and he would just get released because it's Luke Skywalker. Everything was wasted and used in the wrong place. That's it. Lazy ideas, cardboard, you know, packaging for figures that wouldn't even match with any of our other previous figures, and it wouldn't even go along with other future projects other than other potential HasLabs that we get once a year, and we don't even see those forever, you know? So it's like what's the point of starting that part when you could have taken the same amount of money to develop the box and the coins and give us a more new tooled figure? You know, it's just like Hasbro, I'm hoping came to the realization of this, and they don't see this as a failure. They see this as, okay, let's make it better. Let's shoot back up in 6 months. Rancor can be the same sculpt, different paint, that you know, and then the correct things that people want. You know, I mean, and, you know, 6 months, you know, 1 year, whatever it takes. Rancor shouldn't be considered gone for good. Shouldn't be that way. This is completely a Hasbro's issue. This is Hasbro's fault. This isn't a fan's issue. This isn't a fans didn't want to pay. People don't really want to see Rancor. That's not the case at all. It's that people want to see the most bang for their buck, and we're tired of being cheated on. That's what's going on here. We're tired of dealing with the company itself that's being as cheap as possible towards us. And you know, with that ending, don't be upset if you're a fan. You know, yeah, it sucks. We ain't getting Rancor in that time frame. Sure, yeah, it does suck. But on the bright side, hey, you get to save $350, and possibly, if Hasbro is truly listening to fans, you could possibly get a better Rancor down the road. We're skipping the bad Rancor and going to the good Rancor and the good project. That's what I'm gonna hope for. That if Hasbro has common sense or actually does care about the Black Series, that's something that they should do. So that's all I have to say about this whole Hasbro Rancor project. On the bright side, everyone, you know, you're going to save your money for Christmas, and you can use that for your family or yourself and get more better toys or whatever that's actually available. Or save till the next project, you know. But with that, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Make sure you guys check out my other content. Till then, I'll see y'all next time.